Welcome to Storytime with Chief, brought to you by E1T1 Entertainment. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoy the episode, feel free to hit the Cash App. Any donation is highly appreciated. Peace. Yo, what up, world? Welcome back to another episode of Storytime with Chief. And on Storytime with Chief, it's totally different from your traditional E1T1 content. I will not be talking current events. I will not be talking sports. I will not be talking hip hop. But I'm here to interview great people that got a story to tell. People that have been through trauma, been through drama, been through the wars of life, and came out triumphant on the other side. And my guest today, Young Rainger. Make some noise, make some noise. Round of applause.
Brooklyn,
Peace,
stand up.
King. How you doing?
Stand up. Doing good by the grace of the Lord, brother. I can't complain at all, man. Good to see you.
Amen.
See your
Amen. Thank you
platform.
for the opportunity.
Thank you, bro. This is your second platform. You out here creating platforms for people to express themselves. That's fire. Keep that up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. And the reason why I really want to do this, because you could get like current events everywhere. There's a bunch of other podcasters in the world that can talk about the Knicks, talk
Right.
about the new album, but there's
Right.
no safe space for all people. It's not just men. It's just ironic that all my interviews have been men,
So
men that
far.
look like you and I. You know, we got our Yankee hats on. You feel me?
Yeah.
Men of culture, but it's a platform for all men and women that just been through shit in life. You know what I'm saying? And just
Yeah.
are at a spot where they feel comfortable to share it. But I like to always start from the beginning. So I'll let you start before I give the viewers context. But Ranger's my dog, like since like childhood. You know, we was in the
Yeah.
same high school. But
Yeah.
before that, where you from?
Haiti, originally.
All right. Can you speak a little bit louder? I want the viewers to hear this. Maybe I gotta put up the volume.
Maybe because mine's all the way up. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, bet.
Where you
Yeah,
from?
originally Haiti, you know.
Okay,
Gotta
Haiti.
represent that. Yeah. Born in
Mazo.
Haiti.
All right.
Born in Haiti, raised in Brooklyn. I came
Brooklyn, New
over here
York.
when I was 10. Yeah. 9 going on.
Okay. How was that transitioning from Haiti? I know we are. We are. How was that though, transitioning coming from Haiti at such a young age to reestablish yourself in like the United States? Did you already speak English? Like, how was that?
I spoke a little bit of English. I put it like this. I didn't speak English, but I knew the process of speaking English. So basically, like, I knew how to put certain words together. You know what I mean? Because we had a class in Haiti that was teaching us English. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I remember when I first landed, the very first thing for me, and I'll never forget this, right? The very first thing for me was like all the lights. I'm like, because I landed at night. I landed like 11.
Oh, the skyscrapers, the buildings.
I landed like maybe like 10, 11. And I'm like, because in Haiti, by that time, it's dark. I mean, ain't no lights.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So when the plane is landing, I'm like, all these lights are on. The bill might be crazy, right? I'm thinking they're gonna cut off at a certain time. I'm thinking like they're gonna cut off like 12, 1 o'clock. So we get home and I'm like, Ma, why the lights still on? She's like, oh, over here it's 24 hours. I said 24.
It's 24.
I was like, oh, it's lit. Literally. I was like,
for the viewers in Haiti, there's not electricity 24/7.
Nah.
I don't even know what that is. Like if it's political, the government, I don't know. But so I could understand you getting here like, what the hell?
Bro,
skyscrapers, buildings, lights 24/7.
I'm like, what's going on? So when we get home, I was trying to hold my composure. You know what I mean? So when we got home, I said, Ma, you know, the lights are still on. And she's like, I'm like, they're gonna turn off soon. And she's like, no, over here it's 24 hours. I said, word? Say no more. Say no more. And that was the first memory. The second memory was I remember we came from JFK. So we got off the belt, and we used to live in Flatbush at the time. So we got off the belt, and we was going down by King's Plaza. You know where the Toys R Us is, what used to be at. It's still there.
Yeah, the seafood spot down there too.
Right. So I read out Toys R Us. It was my first You know what I mean? Like my first time reading anything in English in front of my mom, yo, she
Yeah.
was ecstatic. She threw a party in her mind,
Okay.
bro. She was like, "Oh, you can read it. You can read English." Ah! I'm like, "Ma,
Yeah.
I probably can't do
Damn,
that
that's
much, but
fire, bro.
yeah, yeah, it was a
So
great
growing up in
experience.
Flatbush, when you came, you in Flatbush.
Yeah,
Was it hard making friends?
yeah, super. It was super hard. Um, I didn't speak the English. I didn't speak the language well.
Hmm.
My mom was really strict. You know what I mean? Like West End. Specifically Haitian parents.
Absolutely.
They
I lived
yeah
it too. I'm a Zoe.
yeah they don't play that stuff. So
Yeah.
I remember I used to ask her like, "Ma, can I go outside and play?" Like, no, you can't go outside and play. You don't know these
No.
kids. Like, yeah. So
Absolutely.
it was hard to make friends. But once I got the hang of the language, it became a little easier. And as you can see, you and I, everybody started, you know what I mean? Making friends, and
Absolutely.
it lasted. I'm just grateful because that my friendships, they last a long time. Like, they last damn near
Absolutely.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm blessed in that.
Damn near forever, right?
Yeah.
And those friendships, would you say they started in high school or junior high school?
I have a
Because
few
10 years old is
relationships.
like sixth grade, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a few friends from pre high school. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Okay.
why I'm so grateful. Like, I have friends that I've known. Keep it funky. I have friends that I've known since Haiti. You know what I mean? So it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, it's something about me, bro. Like, if I rock with somebody, if because I don't rock with too many people, but if our vibes go, like, you kind of stuck in this web forever. You know what I mean? And,
Same.
yeah,
That is that like a Haitian thing, bro? Because the way we're brought up is to appreciate everything,
hmm
including those friendships
yeah. I
that
think it is.
ultimately become family.
Yeah, 100%. I think it is. I think it comes from even back home. Like, back home, if one person cooked, like, two or three people on the block did not have to cook, because that one person is gonna rock with those two other families.
The
You dig?
sense of
So
community.
yeah, so I think it
Wow.
definitely did derail from that. Like, definitely. Yeah.
Nah, that's fire, bro. So you get here, 10 years old, pulling through. What's the first school you went to?
I'm trying to remember
I'm
it.
sorry, Ranger. Real quick, I gotta put my window down because I can hear
Yeah,
sirens,
yeah.
and I don't want the viewers to
Brooklyn.
be like, "Damn, they in the like it's
Yeah.
treacherous."
Brooklyn. It's not it's not too bad. It's probably just an accident or something. Nothing too
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It's always busy in
Sorry
the
about
city.
that, viewers.
Yeah, viewers.
Facts.
It's always busy in our city. We live in New York. It's always busy in our city.
See the
Um
hat? They see it. We
yeah.
repping.
I don't remember the first school, man. My mom will tell me better than I can tell you. My mom could tell you better. I don't remember the
Okay,
first school, but it was a public it was PS something. It was a public school.
okay.
Um yeah. It was sorry about that.
Now, all
It was
good,
a
all
it
good. You
was
a
a
busy man.
it was a pretty dope school though. It was hard there because I didn't speak the language, as I said. So
Mm-hmm.
I had, like, this kid that I became friends with. It was basically my translator. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it
All
was a
right.
Haitian
Was
kid.
he a Haitian American or just a kid that you was like, or is he from Haiti too and then learned the language, or was he like me who was born here but speaks Creole better than I speak English?
hmm No, he was
Was he one of those to translate for you?
yeah, he was one of those. He was born in the called him a Yankee when we was younger. He was born in the
Okay.
city. Yeah, he was born in the city, but raised with Haitian
Diaspora.
parents. Yeah, you know what I mean? Raised
Yeah,
with Haitian
yeah.
parents. Raised with Haitian parents, and he started teaching me the language pretty good. I picked it up pretty fast because of
That's crazy. That's fire too. Your friendships is what helped you learn the language, not everything you learn from a teacher in this life.
right. Yeah,
You
facts.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
Boom.
mean,
So,
yeah.
is he still your dog till this day?
Nah, sadly we lost touch.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not friends with anybody from that school. Not that I can remember. No, not
All
anybody
right.
from that
Copy.
school. But
Copy. So
the
now we
schools
going to fast
after,
forward to high school.
no,
High
because from
school.
that school,
No?
no, from that school I went to, like, I don't know if I was bad and my mom just like, and my mom was just like, yeah, I'm looking for a place for him. But I went through a few. I went to MS-61 on Empire.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? I did
Okay.
6th grade there.
Brooklyn Knights know about that school.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I did 6th, 7th. I did 6th and 7th there.
Okay, MS-61. Boom.
Yeah. And then I did 8th in Brownsville. What is that? MS-6. That's another school in Brownsville. The
Okay.
something
You was
school.
all over
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
all over. My mom moved a lot also. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she
So
moved a
with
lot.
that, I'm happy you said that, right? With the moving a lot, did that make it hard for you to make friends in like your block, on your block, in your community, because you live in different places?
Yo, bro, that's the reason why I can't really represent just one part of Brooklyn. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
it.
I can't be like, oh, I'm from
Yeah.
Bed-Stuy, or I'm from Crown Heights. Like, I'm from Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights, Canarsie, Flatbush. Like, you feel me? Like,
You from everywhere.
I'm from everywhere.
From everywhere.
What I do love about it is that it's everywhere in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Though we lived in Philly
Yes.
for a little bit, that was only for one school year. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, because I came back to Brooklyn to do high school and everything. So, yeah.
That's fire. That's fire. So then, after Brownsville is how we meet.
Yeah,
High school.
high school.
What? How did you end up in the high school in Coney Island?
That's the thing, because my mom was going to send me to either South Shore or Canarsie. But, you know, again, Haitian parents, not just Haitians, but West Indian
Yeah.
spirit, they claim to, they tend to look for like the safest, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Places
the
in their
safest
kids. So
schools, and those
she was like,
schools were
yeah,
treacherous at that time.
what? Yeah, she was like, no, you're not going to South Shore. You're not going to
Yeah.
Canarsie. Canarsie was at war with Haitians. Like Jamaicans and
Oh
Haitians were at
yeah?
war in Canarsie during that time.
I
Yeah.
see. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, in Canarsie High School, they used to battle each other at that time, like on some like
If we knew
really
better, we'd do better.
exactly. So my mom was like, "No, you're not going there. You're not going to South Shore." So that's how we ended up going all the way to damn it, Coney Island. Yeah,
Yeah, there was definitely Coney Island.
yeah, damn
Good
near.
old Dewey, where I met a bunch of my like dogs. Like you was in
Yeah,
there, and while you were in there, you were a musician. You were a rapper.
yeah.
So, at what age did hip hop come into your life?
Um, I grew up in a very belligerent household from
Okay.
even starting in Haiti, and
Was it siblings? Did you have brothers, sisters? Like,
no, it was more like it
it
was
was
the
only
parenting.
child?
No,
Oh.
yeah, it was at that time I was the only child. My mother ended up having another kid when I was 14 years old. But at that time,
Okay.
growing up in Haiti and then growing up here, I was the only child. Um, so because of that upbringing, I didn't really have like a free space for me to, chop it up about my emotions with anybody, and especially
Mm.
with my guardians, which were my grandmother and then my mom. Pardon me. Being in those households is like, look, parle lem parle avant. You speak when
That's
spoken to.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Amen.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't feel nothing. You'll be okay. You're a child. There's nothing for you to feel. You dig? So when one day I was I was walking past. I was at my aunt's house and I was walking past from one room to another, and in between the rooms I was going to, there was one room in between, and it was my cousin's room. I'm like, I'm walking past it and I see both of my cousins in there. They're both named Greg, and they're like freestyling, saying things that I don't know. I have no idea. They speak in English, right?
Oh, okay.
But the mannerism, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt free from it. I felt free from that.
Mm.
Like I felt liberty from that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't know what that is, but that's what I'm gonna do in my life.
So I could have an outlet to express myself and my
Yep.
feelings.
Yep.
And it was
I was like,
rap.
I had no idea what it was. All I know that it was my cousin Greg was very big on it. He was huge, in my coming to hip hop, like very big. Uh,
Okay.
he told me like, yo, you're trash. You feel me? Don't do it.
Oh, when you actually started trying.
When I told him I wanted to try, I
Oh,
never
okay.
tried. He's like, no, you can't do it. You Haitian. You know what I mean, like you're going to
The
become.
hell, he Haitian.
Yeah, but he didn't want. He was born here. You know what I mean?
Oh, that okay.
So it was different for
Man, I
him.
was born here. I don't care. I'm Haitian first.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
that's a fact. But
And then
he
you
was like, yeah,
ultimately
though.
learned
Yeah, I
and
started writing.
became nicer than him.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
100%. Yeah, there's not
Uh-huh.
too many people like starting in a few months. Not in a few months, in a few weeks.
Yo,
People will
Ranger,
start
real quick, do
saying
you hear that in the background?
like water.
It's not water, it's my heater. That's
Okay,
the
yeah, but it's not loud
troubles.
though.
Okay, good. Because that's the
Yeah,
troubles of building an in-home studio when you're not a homeowner. You live in a
yeah.
building still. You don't I have the ability to turn your heat on and
Right.
off. And it's
Yeah.
like obnoxiously loud. But I want to make sure you don't hear it. So that means the viewers won't hear it.
No,
And it
I
won't
don't hear it
interfere
that
in the
loud.
process. All right, so go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead. So we're
yeah. I
good.
think we should be good. Yeah, but yeah, and then from there I just started writing, and I got better and better and better and better.
You remember your first rap?
Yeah, I do, and it's terrible. It is really terrible. I said this not too long ago in the interview, but you were the family, so I'm gonna say it for you again, and I don't think I'm ever gonna
Yes,
say it
thank
after
you.
this.
Thank you.
But it was like, oh my god, this is terrible. So it says I was in junior high school. Now I'm in high school, and I wasn't even in high school when I wrote that. I was like still in junior high school, right? But I needed I needed something to rhyme with school, so I just wrote
Yeah,
school
of
again,
course.
right? So I
Yeah,
was in junior
of
high school. Now
course.
I'm in high school. I saw some bad bitches. They had some fat asses, and wherever they went, they had some addresses. Yo,
Oh
bro,
man.
bro, the 10-year-old kid or 11-year-old kid, however old I was
But
back
that
then,
but at
said
11 years old, that's bars.
at 11 years old, I was having
Fat
like
asses, address it.
I saw
Like
some
it
bad
is what it
bitches. They had
is.
some fat asses, and ever what they went, they had some addresses. I was like, yo,
Just
that was lit.
go.
Yeah,
I'm
I still remember
10.
it. I don't know
What you
why
want me to say?
exactly. Yeah, I don't know
Oh
why, but I
man.
still remember it. I think I probably remember it, so I know not to write rhymes like that no more. Maybe
I did it so I ain't gotta do it again.
exactly.
Boom. So by the time you started high school, were you already like, well, obviously because you wrote that rap when you were 10, but were
Mhm.
you like recording? Like, yo, I'm in the booth,
No,
I'm in the studio.
no,
Okay.
I wasn't recording. I didn't start recording until maybe my 10th year. Um, let's say my 10th year, my second year in high school,
10th
which would have
grade.
been my 10th grade. So that's by 10th grade
Okay.
I started recording. Um, because I started doing you remember the talent shows?
Yes, sir.
I started
Yes,
doing the
sir.
talent shows. So when I started doing the talent shows, it was like, oh no, like you can't just go on without nothing. I mean, like without a song. You know what I mean? Because with
Something
a right, because with a show tape, the way a show tape is created, the verse is empty. The hook, it has to
is
be
what's
there.
there.
Right.
Okay.
So I had to go to the studio to record the songs and everything like that. And then that started happening. But before
You
that,
was really going.
before that I was recording very traditionally, bro, which was a cassette player, a cassette recorder, and a CD player. Yeah, I'll press play on the
Damn.
CD player and then press record on the cassette.
You really aging us right now, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I wanted
really
it.
aging us.
Yeah, I wanted it. Yeah, I wanted it bad, so I
Damn.
had to
No
do what I
Pro
had to do.
Tools. None of
Nothing.
that.
And you can't go for a second take. You gotta get it all right on the first take.
Facts.
It was terrible,
First
bro.
take,
It
no
was
chop. No, you can't punch in.
nope, none of that.
You can't
None of that.
punch in, bro.
The studio was
Damn.
a
So then,
savior. It was a savior.
amen. So how would you say your high school was with the music? Obviously, we went to the same high school, so I know
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
were popular. Like, how would you say those years of high school were for you?
Um, I would say awakening. It kind of like opened up my eyes
Awakening.
to It opened up my eyes to the things that I wanted in life and the things that I did not want in life. It opened my eyes to the type of person that I was and the type of person I didn't want to be. And from high school, I just went to work towards those ideas. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I
So when you
loved
say
every second of my high school.
You say you loved every second of it.
Every second of it, the good and the bad. I loved
You
every
know,
second of
I
it.
got kicked out. I think I got kicked out before it was all over. How did you exit that high school?
I ended up graduating in 08.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
I was.
even with you being popular and kind of not getting into mess, but you was
Yeah,
one of them.
Yeah, I was
You know
getting
what I'm
into some
saying? You
stupid stuff.
still
Yeah.
graduated high school.
Well, I graduated because they told me I wasn't going to graduate. They sent a letter to my mom and told her that Ranger's been playing around basically, and he's not going to be graduating. Actually, they said that I wasn't going to be going to the next grade. So what I did was I started going to the resource centers. Remember, we had those back then.
The
For the people
resource
that
center.
don't know, resource centers in the high school we went to, John Dewey, was basically John Dewey's belief was that students need breaks to learn. So we had resource centers, which were centers that were just open for you to just go study, for you to just go chill, whatever. So I'll go to the resource centers, do extra work. I'll go to my teachers, ask them for extra work. Because, like, one thing I knew is that I was able to do it. I just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up doing it so much that I exceeded the credits I needed to graduate. And it was like, well, you don't even have to go to the next grade, bro. You just gotta go. Like, you graduated.
Just gotta go.
Yeah.
Man, that's a great story, bro. You had the talent, you just didn't put in the effort.
Yeah, pretty much. Because in my whole life, from the second I saw Greg in them, I already knew what I was gonna do. So I was just like, the rest of it was not necessary. At least that's what I thought. I was wrong, but at least that's what I thought back then.
Nice, bro. So would you say like you had a good time in high school?
Yeah, I enjoyed high school for real. I loved high school.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, bro. So now after high school, let's talk about how was your young adulthood?
Everything that I saw in my upbringing, I started to bring to the world, and I was not too happy with that. Yeah, I was.
Do you
unhappy.
mind sharing, or is it too personal? When you say everything you brought to the world,
I can share some of it. I just feel like I was too violent. I was
okay.
I was violent, and I had no patience. And
Too violent, no patience.
yeah, and also I didn't have a clear idea of how to express myself. Like I
Even
didn't
with the
really.
music.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
musically I could express myself because that was therapy for me. So I could just go write anything I want. But when it came to really what matters, which is conversing with people and building your relationships, I had a hard time doing that. So I had to take a break to go and rewire my mind. Like, okay, let's get that right, because my heart was telling me one thing, but my actions were different.
Damn, your heart and actions weren't aligning.
Yeah, and that
But
was a
what do
problem
you
for me.
think? Where do you think that came from? Besides, like your upbringing, saying you saw things that had you react, affected you as an adult. But I mean, you were a high school graduate. You were doing your thing, musically. Like, was it a relationship or a friendship that didn't work out, or not being able to trust others? Like, what pushed you to that phase of your life where you're like, yo, I really need to regroup?
Um, it was after all after I sat down and I realized like all the pain I caused the people I dated, and I sat down
Okay.
and I thought about all the people that I popped off on for absolutely no reason. There were times where people I used to work with in the music industry, I would put hands on them. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
it's like, the life that I wanted was not. I felt like that wasn't the way to get it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a peaceful life. I wanted a life that I just basically wanted my words to match my actions and my actions to match my mind. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. That's
Yeah.
biblical. That's biblical, bro. And you did mention God a lot. I was
Yeah,
just like,
right.
thank God, thank God, thank God. So what role did God play in that time when you were like, yo, I need to change who I am right now?
Well, I
What
think
role
that
did
was my
God
biggest
play?
thing. I think is the fact that throughout all of that, throughout the fighting, the getting locked up, all of that stuff, I never really lost faith. Like I always knew that there was something bigger. You know what I'm saying? There was someone bigger. And and that was like the only thing I feared in the world. So when it was time to rewire my mind to get it together, it was like, okay, I just gotta go back to a spiritual place to get that to get that
Go
together.
back to pray.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Not even
Man.
get back to because I always had it in my heart, but I never really was like, going for it. It wasn't until after I got shot, then I was like, mm,
Okay. Do you
God
want to
might
talk
want you.
about that?
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
you
we could talk
getting
about it.
shot?
Yeah, we
Okay.
could talk
So
about it.
yeah, let's talk about that story. So you got shot after high school in your young adulthood, or did you go straight to college? Did you go to college? What did you do after you graduated?
Yeah, I went to college for like a day.
All right. College for a day.
I
I
did.
got you. Then realized it wasn't for you.
I realized that at that time it wasn't for me. Yeah, at that time
Okay.
I didn't think it was for me. Nah, because
All
I
right.
knew what I wanted to do. So it was to me it was like I'm good. But I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say I regretted it. But you can always learn something. So whoever's listening to this, if you're young, don't feel like you don't need to go to school. Like go learn something. The whole
Mm.
purpose of life is to just learn something. So even if you don't wanna even if what you want to do, you don't have to go to school for it. Just go to school and learn something, and I guarantee you, whatever you learn in school, you will apply it to your life.
That's each one teach one. Y'all heard them. Each one teach one. All
E1T1,
right,
I
cool.
love
So
that
then you
brand,
went
bro.
to Thank you, my brother. E1T1. We trying. We rewriting the narrative right now with
Yeah,
conversations like this.
yeah.
So when you got shot, was it gang activity? Were you in a gang? If you want to share that, or what caused you getting shot?
Um, I can't go too deep. You know where we from? We can't go too deep into certain things.
Yes, yes. Oh,
So
and then if we can't,
yeah, we can't go too deep into why I got touched.
okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I got touched. And it was meant for me. It wasn't gang related, but
Okay.
it was a confrontation that got me touched. And yeah, and it was crazy because what happened was when homie kind of pulled his joint out, pause, we all started booking it. And
Yeah.
as I was running, I'm hearing these joints flying past my ear, bro, on everything. Like these joints flying
Damn.
past my ear. So when I got hit, and I didn't know I got hit, so I actually hopped in my V, boom, drove home, everything. Went upstairs, walked through the door. The second I walked through the door, I collapsed, and I'm like, the
Damn.
hell? So I'm touching my leg because it started to feel a little heavy now. So I'm touching my leg and look at my hand, and there's blood everywhere. I got hit.
Okay.
Yeah, so Shorty started
Got
screaming
shot in
out.
the leg.
Yeah, that's why I'm grateful
Okay.
because them joints was passing past my ear. I'm
Your
saying
head.
so it could have
Yeah.
touched me anywhere. So I do feel like it was divine intervention. Like you know what, I'm gonna take this and put it right on your knee because you need to sit down for a little bit. Yeah,
Divine
yeah,
intervention.
yeah,
Gotta do that to you.
yeah, yeah.
How long was your recovery process after getting shot?
It was about um, it was about 8 months. The doctor said it should have been like a year and some change, but we Haitians. I started putting
Yeah,
pressure on
yeah,
it.
we got
I
different
said, yeah,
DNA.
like I started
Different
putting pressure
DNA.
on it. It was like, oh, don't walk, bro. I walked out the hospital, bro. Like I got stuff to do, bro. Like, and
Yeah,
because of
facts.
that, it got a little quicker. Yeah,
So the bullet went through the back of your leg?
yeah. It went from the back and out the front. Thankfully, it was clean.
Oh
There was
man. Clean.
there was some shattered or whatever in there, but
Yeah, yeah. Nah, you damn. So that sat you down for 8 months. That time, were you recording raps?
that's when I really started to take the music a little more serious.
Yeah, that's kind of like the blueprint, right? 50
Yeah,
Cent. Get shot,
Exactly, right?
blow up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that I
Oh man,
started taking
right?
it. Yeah, I started taking it a little more serious then, but I obviously didn't take it as serious as I should have taken it because I went right back to what I was doing
Yeah,
after I got better.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand. Now, I remember the last time we saw each other was at a pop-up shop.
Mhm.
We had the E1T1 Fashion
Yeah,
Library
yeah,
pop-up shop, and you came through fresh, of course, had your chains on, and we took a dope picture together. You always, that's one thing about you, you've always been so supportive. Whatever I was doing, you was supporting it. Clothing line, supporting it. What, you want to be a rapper? I'm going to support you. You want to be an NBA player? I'm going to
yeah. Like
support you.
the
Like, that's the
community's tight,
Haitian
bro.
blood, bro.
Yeah, keep the community tight. Keep them pushing each other, and that's I don't know. That's really how I feel about things. You know, like if you're my dog, even if you're not my dog, like if I feel like you're passionate about something, like I'm gonna push you, bro, because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. So it's really hard to find passion in people. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
and people to be generally just good people, that's hard. You dig? So when I find people like you, I tend to stick around.
Vice
Yeah,
versa, brother. Vice
yeah.
versa.
We could rock out.
But
We could rock out.
oh, okay, okay. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah. We
good,
could rock
good.
out.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
And I appreciate that you came up, supported, copped like 2 T-shirts, a hoodie, like you wore it in the studio, fuck violence, get fly. And in my mind, I'm like, of course he bought the shirt that said fuck violence, get fly. He
yeah,
was shot, he was in the streets,
yeah,
he's been through a violent life, and now he's making his turnaround.
yeah,
And it was a beautiful thing to see. And you took a picture in the studio. You was dropping music. I'm like, yo, man,
yeah,
my dog is really putting in pain out here.
yeah. You about to
So
see something
after that,
different.
huh?
You about to see some different things soon.
Oh, okay. So that,
Yeah,
in other words, you still putting in pain,
yeah, yeah,
still in the booth, and I loved
yeah,
it. But then I didn't see you on social media.
yeah,
I didn't see you on Facebook. I didn't see you on Instagram. And then one day, someone shared a photo of you, and you were like in a was it a coma?
yeah. I was in a coma.
You were in a coma. So me knowing you and knowing that you was one of them ones, not just like a violent super criminal. You weren't that, but you were an honorable gentleman. So I'm like, there's no way someone did something malicious to him to put him in this place.
Yeah,
Something had to happen. And they say everything happens for a reason, but sometimes some things are fucked up.
yeah,
And it was like, yo, support Rainger. And I'm like, what? So I didn't contact anybody. I supported. You know what I'm saying? Of
yeah,
course. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then you got healthy.
yeah.
And then you started to tell your story. And then I hit you offline about it. And that's when we went to Cash App.
Right, right,
Nothing got to be said. Real is going to
right,
always support real.
right,
After
right.
I heard the story, and by the graces of God, it wasn't an attempt on your life.
Thank God.
Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to take the floor and share the reason you were in the coma and what happened and where
Yeah,
you're at today? Because this was recent.
yeah,
Not like last year, but it was recent enough.
yeah. It's like 3, 4 years ago. About to be. Yeah, it's about to be
4
4 years
years
ago.
ago, prime
Yeah,
pandemic.
yeah. Well, ironically enough, remember you said you didn't see me for a while. So
I
for the
did
whole
not.
time that you didn't see me, I was okay. I was just, as
Okay.
I said, I was rewiring my mind. Like I was reading, I was like developing the person that I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was
Mm,
doing. But it's just something about life that just when you think you got it together, you feel me? It kind of shows you like, nah, my boy, I'm still in control. So
yes, sir. God
I stayed
damn.
low. Yeah, I stayed low to get my mind together. I started like riding my motorcycles, just like doing things. I wasn't
Yeah, I
working on
forgot you had
music.
motorcycles.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yo,
wasn't.
bro,
Yeah,
that's fire.
yeah. You feel me? And I had just learned too. Like, um, I started doing things that I always wanted to do as a kid. So I started playing with cars. I started like selling cars. I started fixing cars. I started reading a lot. I started writing a lot. I stopped dating for about a year and some change. I didn't date. Went celibate for a year and some change. Just really trying to get my life together. Yeah.
How was that? Like, it's rare that you hear strong men, especially black men, say, "I went celibate." Like, how was that time frame, getting one with yourself and your faith in God and being celibate for that long? Like, that's a long time. A year?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make it. The first 8 days, I didn't think I was gonna make it. The first 8 days.
And what made you want to reach that conclusion? Like, I'm gonna be celibate. Was it bad relationships, failed relationships? What was it that got you to that point?
Keep it funky. There's a few reasons. The first thing was that this is gonna sound funny, but I got tired of just like catching bodies. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I wanted to make a connection. You know
Pointless sex.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I get that.
I got tired of catching bodies. I wanted to make like a genuine connection and just rock out with somebody. You know what I mean? So that was the first thing, and the second thing is I really wanted to prove to myself, for somebody that started so early and never stopped. I wanted to prove to myself like this is not something that's needed. You dig? Like this is, and then the last part is, and I say this to people, and this is not to say to go in there and be a saint, but I wanted to see what it would be like to be as close to Jesus as possible. Like I really wanted to see that. You know what I mean? I wanted to see what that felt like. Like I wanted to not yell.
Be as close to Jesus as possible.
I mean, I failed terribly. Obviously, I'm a human being. You think? Like I failed
of
terribly.
course, but you tried.
Yeah, you think I succeeded with I succeeded with the celibacy. I fell with anger and stuff like that. Like yeah. But yeah, that's what I was doing. And while I was doing that, I started working on Lion's Den 3, which was a project I was going to release maybe a few months after the accident happened. And then on June 17th, 2021, I was loading up my pickup truck. Yeah, 2021. Yeah. I was standing.
Right. Listen up, y'all.
Yeah. I was standing on the floor, standing on the ground, loading up my pickup truck, and somebody ran into me. You know what I mean? She wasn't paying attention. She was texting. She ran into me and she took both of my legs. Right then and there.
So you're loading up your pickup truck.
Yeah.
Somebody, a bad driver,
yeah,
texting and driving, rams into you.
Yep.
In that moment, I mean, how do you react? You just got hit by a car.
Yeah, so this is how it happened, like verbatim. I'm standing like this, facing this way, and I feel my body goes like this, like my body goes in the sitting position. I was in a standing position. So for the first 2 seconds, you know what I mean? I look down, and all I see is bones and blood. Like that's it. My bones are poking out, and blood is pussing out and pouring down. So, and this is exactly how it went down. So I'm sitting on the hood of her car now. I look to the left of me, and she comes out, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry." And I just smiled at her. I said, "You just killed me. You know that, right? You just killed me."
Oh my God. You just killed me.
And I just stayed peaceful because in my mind, we all went to school. We know body needs blood. No blood in the body means you're dead, right? So I'm thinking that's what's about to happen. So when after I said that to her, I looked down again and I saw my bones and my blood. I said, "Yeah, it's a wrap." So I said, "You can't go without letting people know your last thoughts that you want to tell them." You dig? So I had started dating this girl. I think we was dating for about a few months or maybe a year. A few months. Yeah. So so I just let my body go, hit the ground, grab my phone, like, "Look, y'all, I just got hit by a car. I finna go home. I love y'all. I'll see you on the next life." Simple as that. But obviously that wasn't the case, my brother.
Yeah, bro. That's emotional, bro. Did the driver call the police, the ambulance for you?
No, she was actually more concerned about her car being totaled. It was like weird. It was weird. Yeah.
She didn't try to run, did she?
No, she couldn't. It happened in Crown Heights. There was too many people of mine around.
So were people coming to your rescue? You just get hit by a car, your bones are out, you're bleeding. Like paramedics, did a good Samaritan step in?
Yeah, this is one lady that I'm looking for. I don't know her name. She's this one Caucasian lady. She was just like, everything is gonna be okay. Stay calm. I called the ambulance. They're on the way. She was really calm. There was this other this African American lady that was crossing the street. She was super supportive. You know, she was there next to me. She was like, look, everything's gonna be all right. The ambulances, look, they're on their way. They're on their way now. And then everybody was just around taking videos and pictures. You know how we get.
Yeah, of course.
Like when something
you know how people
happens,
are.
yeah, like
yeah,
we all just crazy. We don't think too hard sometimes. So
to help, we just want clickbait.
Exactly. So it was more of that.
June 17th.
And then the ambulance came.
Middle of the summer.
Yep. I was just getting started, man. I was just getting started.
I know, bro. Did you call your mom to tell your mother what happened?
Now, my mom was in Haiti. Yeah, she was in Haiti. So, what I did was, the video I shot, I sent it to my aunt, because the one thing about my family is we're not like ignoring my aunt's call. You dig? Like that's the one person that we know, like, cause she's like the mother of the family. You dig? It's my grandmother. The mother. Yeah, so it's my grandmother and then her. So, you know, we know anything goes wrong, all right, she got to be the first one to know. She's
the bridge. She's the root. Exactly. And everybody's leaves on the tree.
Exactly. So I sent it to her, and then she did everything. She got everybody else.
And I know Haitian parents, man. She probably went crazy.
Yeah. When I got better, they told me they thought it was a joke in the beginning. She said, not her, but her kids. They was like, yeah, when my mom sent it, I thought it was a joke. And I was like, nah, it's life. Because they're like, who's about to die? And they shoot a video saying they're about to die. I'm like, I just want to let y'all know I love y'all. That's it.
That's it. Like, you're not in pain. Like, you just like, you were ready. Like, you just acceptance. You just got hit by a car. You could see your bone matter, like everywhere, and you're not screaming like, "What the?" You know what I'm saying? You crazy? You ran me over. Like, there was no anger, nothing. You just like, yo, I love y'all. I'm about to be honest,
it wasn't like the worst thing that ever happened. You dig? So when it was like the worst physical thing that ever happened to me, like that hurts me. You dig me? But it wasn't like the worst thing. Like it was like the worst. What would I say? It was the worst injury I ever sustained. Put it like that. But it wasn't the worst physical, and that it wasn't the worst thing that ever happened to me. So pain, physical pain, is like, for me, yeah, it hurt, and the pain got gradually worse, so I couldn't take it anymore. But at that time, to me, what would have hurt me the most was just like me leaving quietly without my family and those I love knowing what was on my mind, like knowing that they were on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been harder for me. That would have been more hurtful. So
damn, you strong, bro. You in the worst pain of your life, and all you thinking about is others. That's rich blood, rich soul, bro. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know I'm about to die. Not call me ambulance. Like, I love y'all though. That's righteous, bro. So the ambulance comes. Yeah. What do they say to you? I know they're telling you calm down. Did you pass out? Like, what happened?
And that was the first time I got scared, actually, when the ambulance came. Because when the ambulance came, when homie looked down on the floor, he was like, shit, how we gonna get him out of this? And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, nigga, ain't you trained for this type of shit? Like,
yeah, you trained.
I'm like, no. I'm like, it might be worse than I think it is. Yeah, I'm like, damn, it might be worse than I think it is.
So at the time, right? Did you think that, okay, she just broke both of your legs? Like, you ran into me from the back.
Oh no, I know they were gone.
So you broke my legs.
No. Like, I knew they were gone. I knew my legs were like.
How'd you know?
Fucking because I was looking at both of them. I was looking at the two different parts of them. You know what I mean?
But like people break their ankle on the court. They break their leg on the court.
Nah, but see, I was pinned between her, right? So a part of my body is up, and the other part is dangling in the bottom.
Oh,
You dig?
okay.
So, and the part
On the hood of her car.
right, and the only things that's holding that part that's the only things that's holding my body up is the two cars, because in between it is just basically flesh. There's no bones in between there. The bones are up.
Damn.
The bones are poking out of my jeans.
Oh man.
Like, that's how I knew it was bad, because I was wearing long pants. The bones were poking out of my jeans. You dig?
Damn.
So it's like, and I'm looking at two bones for one leg, like two different parts. I'm like, it's over. It's over. But I thought it was.
Damn,
I thought I was
bro.
gonna die. And then so the ambulance guy, after he said that, I don't know, I just kind of took over in a way. I was like, do this, do that, do this, do that. I'm not sure if they listened to me because I wasn't watching them, but somehow, some way, they got me out of that, and I didn't pass out. You know, I just told them, I said, look, I know I'm going to die, so just when my family get here, you know, make sure that they see that video. And he was like, nah, bro, you're not going to die. I'm not going to let you die, bro. You're going to be all right. You're not going to have any legs, bro, but you ain't going to die. He told me right then and there, he said, you ain't going to have any legs, but you ain't going to die. I was like, word.
Damn, bro. Like, I know I'm going to die. Just make sure my family knows I love them when they get here. Bro, that shit sound like a movie, bro.
Word.
It's like a movie.
Yeah. But you know when it really got cinematic? It got cinematic when I got to the hospital. Because I didn't pass out. I took the whole ride. But when I got to, you know when you get to the hospital, well, I'm hoping you never know. But when you get to the hospital, you know when you're watching movies online and they got all the lights? That's literally what it's like. You're like all the lights passing. I'm like, wow.
And they're trying to rush you to the emergency room.
Yeah. That's when it became cinematic to me. I was like, wow, this is like a movie. And then that's all I remember.
And then that's when you passed out, or did they put you to sleep?
No, they put me to sleep.
Well, because because you were talking, you were like aware, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yo, what the fuck Rainger at? And I see you in a coma. How do you get into a coma if you were wide awake?
Yeah, they put me
throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, it was a touch and go situation. It was really.
What does that mean, touch and go?
Touch and go meaning like I could have gone at any time.
Okay.
So for them to save me, they're like, okay, we can't take the risk of keeping him alive, because if of keeping him alive, keeping him awake. You know what I'm saying? Because if his anxiety can go up, like anything can go wrong. So they did what they had to do to keep my body at a calm state. Yeah.
Damn, that's smart.
Yeah. Yep.
That's smart.
They say it was really bad. It was touch and go. Like I had 52 blood transfusions.
Yeah. 52 blood transfusions from getting hit by a car?
Yeah, that's how much blood left my body. Because remember, I was standing, so the blood just poured down, bro. That's why I really thought I was going to die, because, you know, we all went to Dewey. We know there's no blood in the body. You know what I mean? There's no body. Yeah. Like, it's a wrap.
There's no body. Any high school, you learn that. Bro.
It was pouring it was pouring bad. Like, it was pouring.
And this person's worried about their car and not your health.
The whole time. Shorty was like, oh, my car. What am I going to do about my car? I'm like, it's over. It's a wrap.
She must have been going really fast.
I don't even know. All I know is
because I know your legal team. I know there's certain stuff we can't talk about, but like, how could you keep your head down texting so long that you run into somebody that's on a parked car? Yeah. It's not like you were in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm. You were parked. To make it even worse, Shorty was not even supposed to be on the road. She had no driver's license. She had no insurance. She had no registration. She wasn't even supposed to have a vehicle. She had none of that. No driver's license, no insurance, no registration. Yeah.
So the cops arrested her when they came, right?
Nah. They said it was a violation, not a crime. Yeah.
Driving without a license and hitting someone is not a crime?
Yeah. Yep. Hey, the game is the game. What you gonna do, right?
The game is the game. That sounds like a crime. Because if I go drive right now with no license, I'm going to jail.
They're gonna book you. They booked me.
I'm going to jail.
I've been booked for the driving with a suspended license, and I had a license.
You didn't hit anyone.
It was suspended. You feel me?
Yeah.
I've been booked for when I was driving with a permit. I didn't have a license. You dig? So,
But you
and
didn't
that
hit
never hit
anyone.
anybody. Never. So,
This is crazy.
yeah.
So you get to the hospital. It's cinematic. Obviously, they inform your family members he's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. Did they instantly like? Do you like? Obviously, you were in a deep sleep, or they put you down. Did you know you were going into a surgery? So what happens? Or did they try to save your legs? Did they
Well,
try to?
what I was told was that they tried to save the left leg, which would probably would have been, which I knew from the second that they told me that was a bad idea. You know what I mean? I
Why?
mean, when they told me, both of them were already um chopped off. Like,
Okay.
um, but when they told me that, I'm like, yeah, good thing I did that because that would have been a bad idea. The reason why I said that is because the left leg, I saw both of my legs, and my legs were broken to pieces. You feel me? So if this was one
Damn, bro.
piece, if this was supposed to be one piece, let's say this was supposed to be my tibia, whatever, right? It was three pieces. So for you to put that back together, you would have to first put these three pieces together, and then I would have been back and forth to surgery. I wouldn't have been able to walk, like
Yeah.
you dig, like so. But they said at the end of the day, they had to cut it off anyway because I would have died. It was, it was bleeding too much.
Copy. So they amputated both of your legs.
Hmm.
When you wake up, do you wake up to that, or you already knew before you like went into surgery?
Oh no, I woke up. When I woke up, I didn't know anything. When I woke up, keep it funky. When I woke up, I was looking at my family like, "What the hell y'all doing here?" Because I thought I was in heaven.
Okay.
Keep it funky, right? Because I woke up
Thought
in
you were
this.
in heaven.
Yeah, I woke up in this white room. It was like white sheets. You know what I mean? So, we always talk about heaven. We
Damn,
talk about
bro.
angels and white stuff, right? So I woke
Yeah.
up like, first of all, waking up to me was like, I know I couldn't wake up on earth because I seen what happened. You feel me?
Damn, bro.
So
Yeah.
I woke up and I literally woke up in heaven. You know what I mean? Earth became something totally different to me. Like, you know what I mean? I
Earth
woke up.
became something totally
Yeah.
different to you.
Totally different to me. I see everything differently. Because when I woke up, in my mind, like I was supposed to be waking up in heaven. So when I saw my family and they weren't in white, I thought something was wrong with them. I thought I was about to get kicked out of this. I'm like, yo.
Damn, bro.
And they're like, nah, you still here. You still
You
here
still
rocking with
here.
us. Yeah. So
Wow, bro.
I thought I had
The fact
legs.
that you have to.
I thought I still
Okay.
had my legs when I woke up. I didn't know for like an hour. For like a whole
Okay.
hour, I didn't know I was amputated.
How did you know? Did you try to get up and walk, or?
Well, no, they started when because after an hour they had to move me from one room to another. I was in ICU, so they had moving from one ICU room to another, and that's because then is when I stopped, interacting with my family, and I was able to pay attention to everything else. And I was like, yeah, that's when I was like, yeah, I knew it. I wasn't
You
surprised because
weren't like
I wasn't surprised. I seen them.
you
It
weren't
was it was over.
surprised.
It was over. It was over,
The
bro.
fact
Like,
that you got to live with that in your brain, like that view
I think that's
for the
the
rest of
only
your
part. I
life.
think that's the only part I would change. Honestly, if I was able to
What?
change
That
anything,
you have to revisit that
yeah,
in your
the fact
dreams.
that I see it, the fact that I saw it, that would have been the only thing I would have changed. I probably would have rather to knock out, you know what I mean, or something. But I saw it,
Yeah.
like, and now I just keep on seeing it.
Mm.
Yeah.
God damn, bro. Wow. So then you get amputated, but there's also a misconception. Like you're not paralyzed.
Mm.
You're just amputated.
Yeah.
What's the difference to the people who then may be watching and not know?
Well, amputated means that it just basically means a part of your body had to be cut off. Like, for me, it was both of my lower extremities, limbs, both of my limbs, um, below the knee. Some people are amputated above the knee. Um,
Yes.
I'm below the knee. When you're above the knee, it's not. I can't tell you if it's easier or harder. I've never been, but I
Yeah.
do know that balancing is not as hard of a task because you still have your knees. With me, the knees that I wear are prosthetic knees, so I still move around pretty well, you know, for somebody
Nice.
that's missing both of his legs. But I move around with prosthetic knees. Somebody that's paralyzed, they can't move certain parts of the
They're in
body.
a wheelchair.
They might
Yeah, they
have to just, they might be from here, from the neck down, or from the waist down. But that means like from wherever they are, they can't move any of those parts. So they're just stuck in a wheelchair. I'm not.
perfect.
Yeah.
So looking at life the way that we do, by we I say Haitian people, right? We like glass half full mentality, right?
Hmm.
Glass half full where it's not ideal that this happened to you, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, yeah,
And you were prepared for it to be over.
yeah.
So how's the adjustment period when you wake up and come to the realization that now you are now amputated and there's somebody that did not go to jail for it?
Mm. Um,
I know that brings back anger, resentment, everything. Like, how are you feeling?
Surprisingly, it doesn't. Because
Okay.
I grew up in the system. I grew up in an unjust system. So I'm not.
Mm,
I'm not oblivious to the fact that things can just go not the way that you want them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think that if somebody do something like that, yes, there will be repercussions. But the world is the world, and that's just what it is.
the
So,
world is the world.
yeah, like it doesn't bother me. And another thing is because I also feel like once you have time, then everything that you want to do, whether it's keep on going with the fight to get this person locked up, or keep on going with the fight for you to reach your your dreams as an artist, or whatever. As long as you have time, with everything else. You dig me? Like
Yes, sir.
time is the gift. That's what God gave us. And what we choose to do with it,
Time is the
you know what I
gift.
mean? That's us. That's why I believe that's the reason why that's the reason why he gave us the ability to know right from wrong. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna give you the time
And you know
and the
what they say,
ability to know right from wrong. So you do that as you
right
choose.
from wrong. And you know they say God gives his battles to his toughest soldiers.
Yeah,
You are
you know,
definitely on the front line of God's army, bro.
bro, keep it funky with you. As I said before, it wasn't the worst thing that ever happened to me. You dig? Worse things happened to me at a younger age. You know what I mean? Because remember, well, you don't know, but I ran away from my mom when I was like 13 years old, and I was in the streets
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, I was in the streets for a while, for a minute, with no guidance, and some things went down. Life happened. You dig? So once you make it out of certain situations, it's not really much that can surprise you. You feel me? Like now,
Right.
I'd be surprised if anything can surprise me. But it's life. I'm sure
Yeah,
something
bro.
will.
And then when we talk about resilience, right? You go through this life changing accident. The person that changed your life is not held accountable. You
Yeah,
didn't let it break you. You were a resilient soldier of God, and you turned this into motivation. You do
yeah,
public speaking, you run races, you're
yeah,
in organizations. Like, let's
yeah.
talk about the life after losing your legs.
The life after losing the legs. First of all, I believe that it takes you about maybe a good 2 years to fully understand what has happened. Like it takes
Okay.
that long
It took you two
because
years.
yeah, well, it may be different for others. For me, I was very independent. I was very outgoing, and I was very mobile. I moved around a lot.
You was
You
always
dig
in a
me?
fly whip when I saw you. Always
Yeah,
on a
like
motorcycle.
bro. I mean, I moved around a lot. Like I never sat down. You dig? So it takes for me. It took me about 2 years to readjust because for the first
Okay.
9 months or 10 months of you being home, you're not going anywhere. Unless you're going to doctors and stuff like that. You're not really doing too much. Big. But after, after like another 9 months, you kind of like, all right, it's time to start grabbing this shit by the, you know what I mean, by the horn. Like, you know what I mean? It's time to start making moves. So for me, what was important was to surround myself with people that are like me physically, but that are also like me mentally. So they're like, yeah, I'm amputated.
Warriors.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you dig me? Like, yeah, I don't have any legs, but life is still life, and I'm still pushing. So since that was a new life for me, I had that mentality, but I didn't know how to push because I'd never been in this position before. So that's when I started going to those camps, and I started being part of different organizations with people that don't like me, like 50 Legs, like POA out in Florida, Dream Team out in Oklahoma, a few other people, All Care out in New Jersey. Like I just go and I meet everybody, not everybody, but as many people as I can that's like me, and those that I see are still grabbing the bulls by the horn, I'll pick up from them. Like, okay, you know what I mean? And that's how my recovery ended up happening.
Inspiring, bro.
Yeah.
So inspiring. I seen you doing photo shoots.
Yeah.
And you do have like amputated legs, right? You do have like legs. What are the proper
prosthetic
terminology
legs
for
or the
them?
prosthetic legs?
Prosthetic.
Yeah, I do
Prosthetic
have them.
legs.
Yeah, I do have them.
Okay.
Oh,
And what's that like?
Well, your viewers will see because I'm gonna send you a few videos and stuff for you to. Your viewers will see.
Okay. Yeah. Of course, we're gonna put your Instagram and everything to people to see your story and your resilience. With the prosthetic legs, did your insurance cover that for you? Because I know that's no easy feat with financially.
Yeah, that was the thing. The first, that's why I say it takes about 2 years because it takes you like 2 years to get approved for insurance. You know what I mean? It takes that long. So for me, I couldn't wait that long because as I said, I wanted to get things going
You
after
wanted to be
like
outside,
bro, after like 9 months, bro, I was ready to hit the streets, bro. So what I did was I actually I remember as you said, when the joint happened, people started giving donations and stuff. So I used all the money from my donations to buy myself some knees from bilateral who had other knees. Remember I told you I surround myself with people that go and get it.
A village.
Exactly. So this specific bilateral dude, he was a bilateral for about 10 years when I met him. And I was a bilateral for about 2 days. So he was like, nah, I got you. You dig? So he sold me a set of his knees. 50 Legs sent me to Florida to get some sockets. That's the things that I put my limbs in. And then I kind of just went to a big parking lot, bro, and I just started walking and falling until I stopped falling. Yeah.
You had to learn how to walk again.
Yeah, and though insurance at that time, I think I had Medicaid. They wanted to pay for physical therapy. When I started going to the physical therapy, um, the space was just too small for a bilateral person to learn how to walk. You dig the
bilateral
world,
person. I like that. That's a proper term, bilateral.
Right, because the world is uneven, right? So if you're in a room where the floor is just flat, you're going to train yourself to walk on a flat surface. You know what I mean? So I kind of just took my legs, bro. I went to the parking lot, and I just said, all right, let's go. And then from there, I just started walking.
No help, no physical therapy, just you by yourself.
Yeah.
That's that warrior spirit again. Are you still in communication with these foundations that helped you throughout this process?
Yeah, I'm never gonna leave them because now that I'm in this position, and right now I'm focused in not rebuilding, but I'm focused in releasing these projects that I'm working on. I have a few music projects that I'm working on, and once I've concluded that, I will be focusing on being an advocate for the bilateral community. So I'm never
you
gonna
are
let
the
them
perfect person for it, man. Your conviction in your tone, your public speaking, your ability to write, Not just lyrics, but right in general, you are the perfect, perfect role model to tell people, like, even to speak to drivers, like, don't drive drunk.
Yeah,
Don't
like
text and
don't
drive.
text and drive. Yeah, yeah,
Someone that was driving and texting without legally what's necessary to drive changed my life. And it
like
didn't ruin your
forever.
life because of your
Yeah,
spirit forever.
exactly.
Because you're a
Yeah,
warrior.
because
But
there's
that could have
plenty of
ruined
times.
someone else's life.
Yeah, 100%. Like there's plenty of people I meet who were amputated well before me, and they still, you know what I'm saying, they still battling with it. They, for me, as I said, my mission, I truly feel like my God given mission was just too important for me to let let anything, like no matter what it is, let anything be a reason for me to not go on. You dig? So for me, I had like a way bigger mission for me to go and get. So I had to get through this. But some others, they still fighting through this. They still fighting through these challenges, and that's where I want to come in. You know, once I'm done with these projects,
Yes,
like I
sir.
said, that's my mission. You know what I mean? Like the
Yes,
music is my
sir.
mission. So once I'm done with these projects, I will go back and not only talk to them, but try my best to teach them. You know?
Yeah, bro. Like, you think about the commercials with, like, veterans that come back from war that
Yeah.
were, prisoners of war that lost a limb or lost a body part, amputate, whatever, and the struggle that they go through readjusting. But
Hmm.
those are heroes.
Yeah.
You're a neighborhood hero
Yeah.
because
Appreciate
you were
that.
minding your business.
Yup.
Absolutely. You were minding your business, living your life, growth and development, changing, trying to become a better person. And then the devil sent someone to do the worst. Well, it wasn't the worst thing that ever happened to you, but
And the
probably
worst
one of
injury.
the
Yeah.
worst things,
Yeah.
injury,
Yeah.
that happened to you.
And that's
God
the
didn't send
crazy
that
part.
person.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the crazy part because you know it. If it would have happened when I was running the streets like I was, then it would be like I probably would have had a different conviction about it. You dig? But
Mm,
it happened when I literally said no. I want to get my life together. Like
I
why
want to
you
get my
hating so
life
hard, bro?
together.
Like why you hating so
Yeah.
hard, bro? Like I'm good,
Yeah.
but but that's also
But
I
they
also
say
feel
the devil come looking for you when you're at your highest level.
yeah, but you know
You're
what though,
about
bro?
to
Like
reach your point.
if your faith is strong enough, sometimes God will let him through just to show him like he can't shake you.
Mm.
Like you dig?
Sometimes God will let the devil through to show him he can't
Yeah,
shake you.
he can't shake you.
And that's why you were just like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good with whatever happens. I'll be all right. Your faith is just too strong, bro.
he can't shake
Faith was too strong. 4 years later, well, about to be
you.
five,
About
well,
to be yeah,
2021. So, right? Has there been any legal ramifications about
not
this incident?
not. I'm
No
not
police
done.
report.
No, there's a police report, but there's
Okay.
no
Follow
courts.
up.
And, yeah, none of that. Nah, I'm not giving up
No
though.
attorney. Yeah, don't give up. I hope
Nah,
attorney, and there's an attorney watching this.
yeah,
That
yep,
could, you never know who's gonna hear this, right?
yep.
That's hearing this situation that
Hit me up.
transpired 3 years, 4 years ago. Holla at Ranger, because justice is deserved. He didn't let it break him. He took it, ran with it, and changed other people's lives. But the justice system, I hate to say as usual, but as usual, has not done its part for this black man. I hate to make it racial, but had it been a black woman that ran over a white man and took both of his legs, she would be living in prison. He would be a millionaire.
Game
It's
is
the
the game,
truth.
right? We just play it.
The
Yep,
game is the game.
game is the game.
Man, this
And I'm a,
was, thank
I'm
you.
a appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for this
Now, I
platform.
appreciate you. Go ahead, go ahead. The floor is yours before we sign off, brother. I
I was
took up
gonna
too
tell you
much of
that
your
I'm gonna
time
send you.
already.
Oh, now you good. I was gonna tell you that I'm gonna send you the project, the first project called Ghetto Survivor,
I want it.
a crucial
Send it.
conversation. Yeah. So this project is basically it's like, you ever about to do some damage, but before you start, there's like one last good thing you have to do. Like, you feel me? It's like,
yeah.
you're like, yo, I'm about to
Yeah.
go crazy here, but before I leave, baby, I just want to let you know I love you. You know, like, you feel me? Like, you about to go to
Yes,
war or
sir.
something. Like, put it like this, like, you're about to go to war, and you just got to make this one last love conversation with those you love. That's what this is. And then
That's what this project is.
yeah. And then from there on,
It's
we're
like
gonna go.
would you say it's like a manifesto? Like,
pretty much,
I'm leaving you this letter to let you
know what's about to
now
happen.
now I want to know what's about to happen.
Yeah,
like,
what's about to happen.
They got me on the edge of my seat right now.
Yeah, and then right after that, maybe a few months after, is gonna be Gutter Baby, which is gonna be the start of what's going to happen. Yeah, so I'll send both of them to you. Yeah.
And thank you for you know what I mean, for sending them. But how are people getting your music? I know there's the streaming networks, Spotify, Apple Music, all that. But do you also do direct to consumer, or where you get all of your money, all of your streams and stuff like that? Or do you go through like CD Baby and all those other TuneCore and all those other avenues for your music to be streamed?
Well, for me personally, the music is a mission for me, and I feel like it's the mission it's the way that I'm going to get to the people that I need to reach. So because of that belief, I don't leave it to, just come straight to me or go there only. I put it everywhere because the people that I want to reach,
When you
I don't know
hear it,
where
you
they
hear
at.
it.
Yeah, you feel me? I don't know where they at. So it's everywhere.
The people
You
I
dig?
want to reach, I don't know where they're at.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
Yeah. So I put it
Damn.
everywhere. You dig? But as far as selling the project, we might be selling some signs, CDs that might be available soon. But besides that, it'll just basically be everywhere on all the DSPs.
Man, I can't wait, bro. I'm gonna be like this, waiting for that email to drop, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Man,
Appreciate
Rainger, my brother, my Zoe, bro. Thank you for always being an honorable man, always being a supportive man, and more importantly, a good Haitian brother.
Bro.
Thank you
Thanks for
so
having me.
much. Absolutely. Any last words? Let them know you want to sign off, where to find you, but like just a words of encouragement before you give people where to find you, because everyone needs to hear your story. Everyone. I'm kind of upset that my damn radiator was in the background, but I hope that I can edit out that unwanted noise.
Yeah,
because your story is a story that needs to be heard for everywhere in the world. Everywhere. Your story of resilience and triumph. And now you're changing lives. So if you would want to leave a message with anyone that's going to be either watching this or listening to this, what would you say to them?
Well, there's two things I want to say. The first thing I'm gonna say is, E1T1 been popping for a minute.
Come on, man.
You've been doing your thing for a minute because that moment you spoke about at the pop-up shop was a few years ago. So, it's very rare that people start something and keep on going. So first thing I want to say is please keep on going so you can keep on giving us platform, keep giving people platforms for them to express themselves and stuff like that. So hopefully you don't be out here
Thank you.
shooting people up and shit. They have somewhere to go and talk. You
yes,
think?
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, my
And
brother.
as far as a word of advice, bro, the only thing I would really like to say is leave the soil better than you found it. You dig? So it's like a lot of times we focus on, hey, what am I getting out of this? I mean, sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's about you creating something where you're not gonna benefit on it whatsoever, but the generation or somebody that comes after will benefit. So let's just try to leave it better than we found it. No matter what it is that
leave
we're doing,
the soil better
than
than we found it.
Yeah, that's
my
all.
brother, I love you.
Love, bro. I love you, brother.
Congrats on everything.
Yes,
No,
sir.
absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity. To my viewers, thank you for watching another episode of Storytime with Chief. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you really, really like the episode, feel free to hit the Cash App. Peace.
Peace.
Welcome to Storytime with Chief, brought to you by E1T1 Entertainment. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoy the episode, feel free to hit the Cash App. Any donation is highly appreciated. Peace. Welcome to Storytime with Chief, brought to you by E1T1 Entertainment. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoy the episode, feel free to hit the Cash App. Any donation is highly appreciated. Peace.